CNBC TV18, embarking on a quarter century of excellence.
Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Hemp Street raised $1 million in its pre-Series A funding round, led by existing investor Carl Wallen. Founded in 2019, Hemp Street manufactures cannabis-based medication for digestive ailments, menstrual cramps, sexual health, hypertension, anxiety, and other areas. Other investors in the round included Andre Rodriguez and a clutch of HNIs from Southeast Asia. Hemp Street has received a total funding of $3 million till date and works with over 20,000 doctors across India. Joining us now to discuss this further is Abhishek Mohan, the founder and CEO of Hemp Street. Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. You're an Ayurvedic hemp startup. So talk to us about the kind of health segments you're working in and the kind of benefits that hemp can actually provide, and which of your products are doing well for you at this point.
Thanks for having me, Arundhati. It's a pleasure to be on. Well, we work on rather quality of life mass ailments, as we call it. So menstrual cramps is something we pioneered, I would say, globally in the cannabis industry. We also look at hypertension, blood pressure is a big issue in India. Gut health is basically something that's also linked to what you eat is what you are, how your gut is what you are, and sexual wellness. We're looking at a couple of other mass ailments to tackle in the next year, and I think essentially cannabis has been in medicine for a long time, especially in Ayurveda. What we really are trying to do is, and I would say fairly successfully, is to identify mass ailments, find specific solutions for them, and then clinically validate them so that dosages are fixed and they can be safely administered.
All right, so you've raised $1 million. Now, how do you want to use these funds, expanding your activity around clinical trials? Also, expanding your footprint in the menstrual cramp segment is something that you're looking at. So talk to us about these plans. Where will most of the money go?
So it will mostly go into developing the best solutions for these ailments that I've just mentioned. I think the menstrual cramps part really is something we found during our research while starting the company as being a silent epidemic. And there was basically no specific solution for it. And we went after it right at the onset in 2009, late 2019. We have now signed agreements in Brazil, hopefully very soon in North America, to export the solution. And similarly, we want to take the clinical validation route for each of the mass ailments that we go after. So right from the formulation stage to clinical trials, and then hopefully take these 3 or 4 ailments that we're fighting, take these solutions global.
Absolutely. In fact, I want to just talk about the menstrual cramps issue a little bit more in depth. So around 85% of women experience menstrual cramps, with a critical emphasis on that age group between 25 to 40 years. And like you said, a lot of people don't know about it because it's like a silent epidemic. Now, recently, the government issued a warning about Meftal, which is one of the key drugs that people use for menstrual pain. So how do you think that your products will be more helpful than the painkillers that are already available out there? What do you think your solution has to offer?
Absolutely. I think it comes down to basics. I won't comment on specific products, but the idea is every specific ailment needs a specific solution. Now, whatever product A or B, if people are self-medicating or if it's an off-label use that they've found some relief from, if it isn't specifically formulated for that ailment, taking in consideration all the, with women as the primary research subjects, which has been an issue in history. I mean, until the early 2000s, women were really not considered in R&D. So why, products and issues are a result, you always take a couple of steps back and understand, was it formulated for this particular ailment? Was it, if it was, then why were these, side effects not looked at? So the idea, what we want to do is identify a mass ailment and find the most specific solution for it. Now, again, the Ayurveda allopathy question, I think the future of medicine is integrative. Let's not, like the form of medicine, the type of formulation, the type of delivery, these things will all keep changing as you get more advanced. But the patient, the ailment, I think those are the things that you need to focus on. And every kind of long-term study with sort of very disappointing results that have come out because of either self-medicating, off-label usage, or not enough research representation of that particular patient type. Absolutely. And that's what we're trying to change.
Right, absolutely. And also quickly, if you could tell us, what about your revenues? What's the kind of revenues you've seen up until now? And what are the targets that you've set for yourself for the year to come?
Well, we kind of keep that a little bit close to the chest, but I can tell you we're looking at 100% year-on-year growth.
Okay.
And we're looking at significant overseas revenue, I think, over the next 12 months. And it baffles the mind because this is an Ayurveda solution that we've developed, and hopefully the clinical trials will show what we've seen. And I think it is also a statement for the fact that once you focus on the patient, you and you clinically validate, then the form of medicine, all that, where it comes from, whether it's made in India by a small company, that kind of fades away. So I think globally, with the menstrual cramps pioneering work that we've done, we hope to bring about that mindset where, you say, what, as long as you clinically validate, the dosages are known, and it is done for a particular patient type, then it shouldn't matter where it comes from, what kind of medicine it is. I think that's really what we hope to bring to the world in the next 5 to 6 months.
All right, Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us on the show. We're completely out of time, but we wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.